guess one of the things an actor has to learn, and it's often a bitter thing to learn, is how to audition and the disappointments of the casting process. Tell me a little bit about how confronting that was early on.
Look, you cannot work in any of the art, or any industry really. People get rejection from everything. And the word rejection is used a lot. I try not to think of it as rejection. And I remember very early on thinking, when I first didn't get a job and was told actually quite blatantly that one casting person said that I didn't have it and I'd never have it. And I thought, well, what's it? And I thought, how do I get it? And why didn't they teach it at NIDA? And it really set me into a spin. And I thought, oh, I'm never going to be able to do this because I don't have it. And then I thought, that's really crazy. If I don't have it, then a lot of people can't have it. And why have certain people got it? And that sent me into this, once I got over the shock of that comment that was made, I thought, well, wait on, my it will be different to someone else's, and that everyone is unique, as we all know. But I thought, so if I'm rejected, then it's simply because I'm not that particularly unique that they are looking for. And I certainly know now, because I've been in writers' rooms and I've been involved in some casting things, people have very specific ideas about what they are looking for in a character or in someone. And I go, oh, I see why you're looking at that person, not that person. That said, it's a very closed industry. And so many people are not seen. And for me, that's a great disappointment as I watch people who I think are very talented, of all ages and all different experience, who really can't get in the door. And there are a lot of gatekeepers in the industry. But getting back to your question, I guess, is that one of the big things I think if I were to say to myself as a younger person dealing with rejection, is not to assume that that there's something wrong with what you've done, not to assume that people have misunderstood you, not to assume that that's that's the end, that to take the assumptions out of things and to look at everything as, and it's a bit of a cliche, but each setback as an opportunity for something else to happen. Because I really genuinely feel that if you are able to stick at it long enough, if you can just stay in there, and it's hard because the opportunities are not always there, but if you can keep coming back to it, circling back to it, opportunities do keep coming up. And I watch people who go for years where they're not working and suddenly they get an opportunity, and you just stay in there and not lose complete faith in yourself and hope.
Ways I came to think about it, and I wonder if you share some of this, is that I came to realise that it wasn't me who had the problem. The problem of my rejection was in my own head.
Oh, absolutely.
But the person who did have the problem was in the room trying to cast the piece of television or cast the role. They've got a problem. They've got to solve. They've got to cast that.
Absolutely.
So the minute you start to think of yourself as the solution rather than the problem, I found something lifts.
That's really good.
Something lifts.